Greetings, everyone. We've got a lot going on in the crypto sphere today, so let's trek right into the market. So the market cap is at 1,146,000,000,000 and some change. We've got Bitcoin coming in at $23,828. Bitcoin has been surging up. It's a good trend. Looking to break that $24,000 range. And once we break that and sustain it for a while, I think we're going to go up for another leg. Ethereum, also on the heels of the merge, is at $1,780 today. It's been pressing forward towards that $1,800 mark. And again, if we get above that, I think that we're going to go a leg higher. BNB coming in at $324. Cardano, 53 cents. Solana, $42. Polkadot is at $9.30. And then way down here at number 12 is Dogecoin. And then we have Avalanche coming in. Matic at 92 cents. And so let's go in and see what's going on with the markets as far as headlines go. So one of the major headlines today is about Tornado Cash. Tornado Cash sanctions leave industry leaders wondering what's next. If you've been paying attention to the crypto news, you've probably seen a lot of chatter regarding Tornado Cash. The U.S. Treasury has sanctioned the crypto mixing service Tornado Cash. Industry insiders are now speculating about the implications for the rest of the industry. Tornado Cash, a zero-knowledge proof-based private transaction protocol, has been sanctioned by the U.S. Treasury Department, and the development has industry leaders wondering what's next. So because the U.S. Treasury Department has sanctioned the Tornado Cash protocol and actually red flagged or frozen funds with some of the wallets connected to Tornado Cash, it's caused a bit of speculation and I would say even a wave of panic. If you get on the Twitterverse today, there's a lot of chatter out there in regards to how to react and why this is an unjust move. Basically, they're penalizing United States citizens for things that were done outside of the United States. Two of the major examples were there was recently a couple protocol hacks that were done by North Korea, and they used the Tornado Cash protocol to filter their money through that. And so this led the U.S. to ban it for United States citizens, essentially. It doesn't make sense. And a lot of people in the crypto sphere are saying that this is really an unjust move. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Go ahead and leave that down in the comments. What you think, if this is something that's okay, if it's going to work out, or if you think this is really trouble on the horizon for the crypto world. And so another piece of the news here is that meanwhile on Monday afternoon, Circle froze the USDC funds in Tornado Cash's sanctioned wallets, and the GitHub accounts of the Tornado Cash team appeared to be suspended also. So as you can see, USDC and Circle, the one that is in control of the stablecoin USDC, has complied with the sanctions, and they have actually frozen the wallets of these perpetrators. And also, there's this whole GitHub story that's also starting to develop. So we'll keep an eye on that, and we'll get back to you later if there's any more developments. So on to the next thing. Crypto markets to face the biggest test of 2022 this week, it says, according to analyst Justin Bennett. Here's why. Basically, he goes on to say, financial analyst Justin Bennett says that the inflation data coming out this week will be the biggest test of the year so far for the crypto markets. We not only have the CPI or the PPI, but we have both back to back next week. So these events are going to be ones to pay close attention to, not only for stock market, but also for the crypto market. Obviously, Bitcoin has been following the S&P 500. So financial markets as a whole are going to be watching both of these events next week. And if there's anything unexpected, we will certainly see a repercussion of that in the markets. Uh, the data, hopefully at this point, is priced in. But again, if there's anything unexpected, we could see some shock against the markets, and that could definitely affect crypto. As it says in this article, Bitcoin has been following the S&P. So we'll see about that. The next thing I want to share with you is Mark Cuban was recently on the Altcoin Daily Show, and he had some very interesting things to say. You can go over there and watch the show, the full show if you want. But I want to play for you a clip that he starts talking about Cardano, but there's something very interesting that he says at the end, and I think it could be useful for us in general in the crypto sphere. Let's listen.
Hey, another popular protocol that I see people talking about on Twitter all the time is Cardano. What are your thoughts on Cardano?
You know, my thoughts on Cardano are the exact same as they are on Polygon and Ethereum. You know, business walks and both. It's just there's got to be a there, right? And you can go to Coinmetrics, you can go to all these different places and look for transactions. And I guess the people in Africa are not using it as much as they expected to, because you don't see the transactions, you don't see the fees, and the crypto, I use cryptofees.info a lot, right? Just to get a sense of what's going on. It's just quick and easy.
I'm going to stop it right there because that's the thing that I want to focus on. He gave us an insight into how he kind of looks at the crypto market in general. If you don't know who Mark Cuban is, he is one of the guys, one of the founding members of the Shark Tank show that's on television, and he's a pretty savvy crypto investor. And so a lot of people listen to what he says. He gets a lot of airtime. He gave us a tool here, and it was called cryptosfees.info. And so I just wanted us to take a look at that. And just before we look at this, I do want to say something about Cardano, because it seems like in the markets, you have a lot of people that are talking against Cardano. And I'm just going to tell you, I really like Cardano. And the people that are involved with it. I've listened to Charles speak. If you aren't familiar with who the founder is of that, it's Charles Hodgkinson. Hopefully I said his name clear enough that you're able to look him up and find out more about him. But he's all over the crypto sphere. And a lot of times he's defending what they're doing over at Cardano. And I don't fully understand why there is so much attack against Cardano. Yes, it's taken them a while to roll out some of the features of what they're working on over there, but they want to do things right and they want to make sure that they don't have a fatality. So that being said, they're taking their time with the protocol, making sure that it's functional and it is a benefit for the users and not a detriment to them. So I don't really see what the problem is and why so many people are against Cardano. If there's something I'm missing regarding Cardano, please go ahead and write it down. I'll be looking at what people write in the comments. Write it in the comments, and I'll see if I can figure out what you're talking about, and then maybe we'll talk about that further. But again, I don't understand why there's so much hate on Cardano. I've been to one of the Cardano meetups. Over 2,000 people showed up, and it was a really great time with great people that are very excited about what they're doing. So again, now Mark Cuban, he's very wise and he's considered to be pretty savvy when it comes to crypto. And he mentioned this website called cryptofees.info. And I'll link it in the description below so you can just jump there. But what I think is interesting about this site is it says right at the top here, crypto fees. There's tons of crypto projects. which ones are people actually paying to use? And wouldn't you know, right at the top is Ethereum. And you can see the day fees and the 7-day average fees. And so, like, for example, today it's, over $2 million in fees. And what's astonishing about this is that Bitcoin is all the way down here. It's at number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it's the fifth from the top. And Ethereum, and then a Uniswap is number 2. Aave is number 3. Binance Smart Chain is number 4. But this shows you the fees. And obviously, if there's this many fees, that means that people are using these protocols and these projects. So that could be a little bit of alpha. Maybe that could influence the way that we go about trekking through the crypto sphere as far as trying to find gems. If it's good enough for Mark Cuban, then I think that maybe we should pay close attention to that. So with that, that's all I've got for the day today. I want to keep it a little bit short today, but I do want to add one last thing. If you are somebody that's interested in deepening your knowledge of cryptocurrency, then there may be a program for you. It's short, it's only 3 weeks long, and it can really advance you in your crypto understanding and maybe even land you a job in Web3. Let's look at it. So this is the Crypto Academy. It's at thecryptoacademy.io. And I went through this 3-week cohort style Crypto Academy, and it was a lot of fun. And one of the things that this does differently than many other crypto courses is you go through it with a cohort, with a group of people that are learning and studying right along with you. And I'm telling you that I have made some really great friends through the cohort, and it's fun. And so not only are you going to learn about crypto, you'll learn about the history of Bitcoin. You'll learn about where Ethereum is at today and why it's merging. Not only will you learn all these things, but you'll make relationships and you'll become part of a cohort that is going places in the crypto world. And not only that, but you're joining a community, and that is something that's really special. Now, if you want to join this Crypto Academy, you can check it out. It's, again, I'll go ahead and I'll just link it below. But if you use Token Trekker, if you put in Token Trekker, when it asks you who you were referred by, you'll receive 20% off. And I highly recommend it. Again, I went through the course and it was awesome. Anyways, until next time, keep trekking.